Hey guys, so today in your math books we're going to be on page 281 to 82. For the next little bit you guys are going to be seeing some videos of me, and they're going to be very short videos because I can't do as many examples when you're not asking me questions, but hopefully me doing these videos will allow you to get the response and then take it and do the work. If you have any questions, you're welcome to ask the sub, and if you guys don't understand it or if the sub can't help you figure it out, that's okay. When I come back, we're going to go back over all of this to make sure you understand it. I'm not going to give you guys any tests on anything that you're going to be learning on the videos until I'm back and can make sure you guys are good. But for the meantime, we're going to get started, and we're going to be talking today about extracting the square root. If you guys remember, we have talked a lot this year about a square. A square is when I have an exponent like this. This specifically is squaring the number. Remember that this is not multiplying 4 times 2, it's multiplying 4 by itself 2 times. So 4 squared is 16. We've talked a lot about that this year, so I know you guys are pretty comfortable about that. Well, now we're going to do what the book loves to do, and we're going to confuse you a little bit more. We're going to do the opposite of taking the square. Extracting the square root is the exact opposite of this. A perfect square is a number whose square root is a whole number. The symbol for square root is called the radical sign. I'm sure you guys have seen it before. It's this little thing right here. Whenever if I put a 4 in here, this is read the square root of 4 and is going to be inside the radical sign. The square root of 4, the way we find that out, the answer is whatever number times itself equals 4. So you should already have quickly figured out the square root of 4 would be 2 because 2 times 2 is 4. This is how we know the opposite. When I started this whole thing off by saying this is going to be the opposite of squaring a number. Well, if I was doing 2 squared, I would receive 4. So now I'm going backwards. I'm saying, what's the square root of 4? That would be 2. We have some examples at the bottom. It says 1 squared is 1. The square root of 1 is 1. 2 squared is 4. The square root of 4 is 2. 3 squared is 9. The square root of 9 is 3. 4 squared is 16. And the square root of 16 is 4. 5 squared is 25. Square root of 25 is 5. And 6 squared is 36. The square root of 36 is 6. So you should be able to see a pattern here of why I said we're doing the exact opposite. These things are going to tie into each other very easily and very well. So when I have 4 squared equals 16 and the square root of 16 is 4, it is a perfect square because 4 is a whole number. Sometimes you're going to be doing some of these and you're not going to get a whole number. That's okay. It's not to say that that can't be the correct answer, but if you get a whole number, that is how we know we have a perfect square here. So today the focus is just getting used to seeing the radical sign and what that all means. So I want you guys working through the entirety of page 281 to 82. What I would like you guys to do beyond 1 through 8 is I want you to make a list, and you can write them down as I say them, but I will also take a picture and make sure your sub has it. I want you to write down the square root of 1, the square root of 4, the square root of 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, 64, 81, 100, 121, and then 144, 169, 196, 225, 256, 289, 324, 361, and 400. That sounds like huge numbers, but I think you'll very quickly start to see the pattern that we're following here. And I think if you can write those down and then memorize what those will be, the next couple, everything we're going to do really, the next little bit of everything we do with square roots is going to be much easier for you. So take the time to write those down, work through this, and we'll be ready for tomorrow.